are back in Sentinels in the Multiverse. And I'm going to put a little bit of a disclaimer. To play the weekly one-shots, you need to have an internet connection. And right now I am uploading Zero Time Dilemma, so there is some chance of lag here, but we're going to do Target-Rich Environment here. Can't remember her name, but Advanced Edition, we have 5 heroes at our disposal: Legacy, Expatriate, Nightmist, Legacy, and Unity, who I despise so very, very friggin' much. And I'll explain once we get into the game, but I'll give you a hint. There's a reason they give you 5 guys. When danger looms large, sometimes you have to bring in the big guns. Hope you like dealing damage. This one-shot requires the first 4 expansion packs, etc., etc. New game. So I think by the randomized start, they're trying to tell you that this one may not have a specific deck order and stuff like that. It kind of makes sense because she's all about the environmental deck, and you'll see what I mean. The natural order is one of chaos. Flee and fail, you temporary beings. We fight this day for liberty and for justice. Oh, I have to click on her cards, basically. Akashbuta. Chaos-bound creator. So this is her normal side. If you notice, she has a whopping 200 hit points. And I'll explain that as we go. So, gameplay: whenever the environment target enters play, the top card of the villain deck is played. Whenever villain target enters play, the top card of the environment deck is discarded. When the environment trash is shuffled, basically once you get through all 15 cards, she flips, and she can only flip once per turn. Her advanced rules that all villain targets would take 1 less damage because she's going to summon things on the field for her. And the things she summons will damage her once you destroy them, so this 200 is not actually that much because she's going to be losing like 10 to 15 per shot. When flipped, she is then the Avatar of Destruction instead of the Chaos Creator. So when an environment target is destroyed, the top card of the villain deck is played. When a villain target is destroyed, the top card of the environment deck is discarded. So she gets out of this form very quickly relative to how she gets into it. And for the advanced rules, at the end of the villain turn, she deals 4 non-villain targets with the highest HP 3 melee damage each. Now, if you're aware with how the HP of the heroes here works relative to environment, she's going to be slapping a lot of guys around. There is a chance she could attack some of the environment stuff, but if you look, this has 9 HP, this has 7, but other than that, this one has 8. You're more often than not going to be eating her damage rather than sending that to the environment. As for Legacy, we have Inspiring Presence, which is really, really good. For Expatriate, I want the hair trigger, but I don't see it, so the RPG launcher is going to be very helpful. This allows you to destroy an ongoing or environment card, and then you get to damage stuff. Downside is it is a one-shot, so we may need Tempest to get this out of the trash for us, we'll see. But the bad part is I don't actually have any guns at the moment. So hopefully this will give me something. Nightmist is one of those really complicated characters. Oh, I haven't shown Expatriate's card, that's right. So her power is load. Basically you play a card. More often than not, you're going to probably use that to load a special type of ammo. To give you an example, she plays guns, and the guns are her powers. The guns can be given specialized ammo to make them do something out of the ordinary. So shock rounds. Play this next to a gun target, or a gun card. Once the gun is fired, the Expatriate will deal each non-hero target damage with 1 lightning damage, and then it's discarded because the shot has been fired. So while this may sound amazing against Akashbuta, this is a trash card, I'm afraid. She has ways to heal the parts that she's going to summon, so splash damage is not your friend here. You want single target damage and to bring on as much pain as possible. For Nightmist, her power is Investigation. She'll deal herself 2 infernal damage and draw 2 cards, which may seem kind of bad, but the first time Nightmist would be dealt damage each turn, you may discard 2 cards. If you do, you get to send that damage to a target of your choice. So if you notice, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Notice something yet? And this also allows her to damage herself. She is a very tricky hero to play, and I'm not sure how well we'll be able to use her. For Tempest, his ability is garbage here because, like I said, it's all about single target damage. You don't really want to do a lot of spread damage. You want to kill stuff as it spawns, because Akash Buta has the chance to overwhelm you with all of her parts. As for Unity, we have the Pylon. I don't have anything else to work off of that, though. So I may end up spending her first turn just trying to get some stuff on the field, or passing to get some cards. So let's begin. Primeval Eruption. Top 5 cards of the villain deck. All Primeval limbs are put into play. So the Phalanges, that's one of the more annoying ones. Rock Slide, that's the very dangerous one. I have no cards for her to destroy, but that will heal her stuff, so getting that out of the way is actually a very good thing. So the Rock Slide is going to damage everyone. We're going to aim for this one first, in case you're wondering, because it's easily the most dangerous. So we're going to pop Inspiring Presence. It's going to give everyone a small heal, and that's also going to increase their damage. Fortitude, that's awesome. So here we're going to use Arsenal Access, and I want the submachine gun. And I want that in play. So you deal each non-hero target damage 1 projectile damage. Due to this being advanced, it's going to be -1 and then +2 courtesy of Legacy. So this is not the greatest thing, but I want to save Pride and Prejudice for when I can get them both out rather quickly. So 2 damage. In case you're wondering about Pride and Prejudice, they do 2 damage to a single target. Quick Draw. That allows me to summon 1, so I actually could have gotten them both out, but it's one of those hindsight things, I guess. So let me see what this reveal the top card. Yes, I do. I'm going to scrap Enlightenment, and notice her cards have numbers here. These numbers come into play for some of her spells, and more often than not, I like to get rid of the lower number. So we're going to send this into the Rock Slide. Heedless Lash, that's good. Planar Banishment. That's not going to help, I'm afraid. And Oblivion, that's basically your massive nuke. Now I'm going to use Chain Lightning here so that we can pick this off. Now notice this is going to deal 10 energy damage to Akash here. Sadly, the advanced rule does come into play, but we can work around that. And then we'll deal 3 to her. So a little bit of chip damage, but unfortunately Unity isn't not going to be able to do much for us, I'm afraid. Yeah, I don't have anything I actually want to scrap. This won't do anything because I have no golems in play. That doesn't do anything because I have no golems in play. Skip. That's not bad with the current setup I have. And Platform Bot! New Jersey Devil attacks the 2 non-environment targets with the lowest HP for fire damage, which should be her Phalanges and her Carapace. Now the Carapace is annoying because it reduces the damage she takes, I believe even from herself. Destroy all environment cards, play the top card of both the villain and environmental deck, and son of a bitch. That is a load of crap. We are going to scrap Planar Banishment. And I'm gonna save Scouring Mist because I think I need it here. The phalanges have already attacked, unfortunately, but I think I still want to kill them. Actually, hold on, the machine gun's gonna take care of them. Let's send this into the rock slide. I'm going to pass on this. I'll take it for Nightmist, I think, but otherwise it's just not that helpful for us, I'm afraid. Danger Sense, that can come in handy with the right environment cards in play. What does the Flak Jacket do? I'm going to hold on to this until I can get one of her cards. We're going to put the Flak Jacket in. Let's sink this. Now notice -1 because of the Carapace. Let's scratch the Carapace. And once again, that rock slide has got to go. There's Pride. Yes. Oblivion. Master of Magic. Rat Beast. Jeez. Wow. So right now I do need all that splash damage I can get. Yeah, we have to pop Oblivion here. So I want 2 damage to each target, so we'll sack Mistform for that. And you notice this will hit my allies, and it will give the Galvanize and Inspiring Presence bonus, which sucks a bit. And nothing's going to die from this, so we'll choose for me, just so we can get through this list a little bit more quickly. Flak Jacket came in handy. No, I'd rather take the damage, I think. I don't really have a lot of cards to spare, I'm afraid. So for this one, we are going to take out 1 Carapace. We can get rid of this rock slide. Let's kill this. I probably should have killed this first. Looks like it worked out. And actually, the order here probably doesn't matter. But the thing is, since I dealt so much AoE damage, I actually need to finish these off. Otherwise, she can heal them, and all of that damage I took was for nothing. Mists of time. Okay, we're getting somewhere. No. I kind of want to take reduced damage here. It's only going to do 2. Damn. So let's kill this. Let's kill this. This one. And then we can chip away at these. The platform bots are probably going to pick those off. That can come in handy. I'm good for cards. Deals 1 target 3 energy damage, compared to using this right now. Draw 2 cards, 3 lightning damage. If I pop this... Actually, yeah, I think this is the best way to go. Carapace first. And then we can finally hit her. Swiftbot. Oh, man. Whenever a target would be destroyed by damage dealt from an environment card, remove that target from the game instead. Another Carapace. I'm gonna put the ring out just in case I can get morale boost. Takedown. That can be very helpful when she flips. So it's time to play Pride. I can probably sacrifice the machine gun, but I think I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. So 3 damage. I could have used the machine gun dealt... It still would have been the same, actually, because it would have been a -1 here. Another RPG launcher. That could come in handy. Whenever you play a spell card, she heals, which is something I kind of would love to get going. I didn't actually mean to damage her, but oh well, it doesn't matter. I am going to cut back to her to show off Mist Form. I think I got the Star Shield Necklace. No. So, Star Shield Necklace. You can discard cards at the end of your turn, and in doing so, it heals Nightmist. So even though she does a lot of damage to herself, she can heal very, very rapidly. And Mist Form, if you know she's immune to damage, she can't play cards or use powers, you get to draw more cards, and you have the ability to destroy this at the end, or at the start of your turn. So this is very similar to Cocoon mode for Visionary, if you ask me. Maybe. So I can use this to destroy 2 environment cards, which is looking very tempting. Actually, the deck is going to shuffle and she's going to flip, so if possible, I would like to leave these in play so I can destroy them later. So I'm going to Lightning Slash this, which may seem a little wasteful, but I can hit this to kill it, which will remove her Carapace, as well as increasing the damage dealt to her from this. And just like that, we finally knocked her below halfway. What does scrap metal do again? I think I may want to get her bots out. Her bots are actually pretty helpful here for interacting with the brambles. Basically, when this takes effect, the hero with the lowest amount of HP can no longer do anything. Since her bots have so little HP, more often than not, those will draw the brambles' attention, which can be very, very helpful for you. Anyway, we'll use the construction pylon. We're going to destroy this to bring out Swiftbot and Platform Bot. So I got another pylon. I don't know why I got the hasty augmentation. Oh, Swiftbot. And we're gonna have the Platform Bot shoot Kashmuta. The Chupacabra's in play. Destroy all environment cards. Oh, yeah. We can remove this from play so she flips more quickly. We can remove the library from play, and then that gets destroyed. So her deck should be smaller. And I was not looking forward to that entomb. So, just like that, platform bot is toast, which is why I wasn't too eager to play it. And for the rest of these, I don't think it actually matters. Actually, yes, I do want to sack 2 cards. So we're going to get rid of this low astral projection. And we'll get rid of planar banishment. We're going to send this right back at her. Also worth mentioning is, if you notice, while... so that lives another turn, so I kind of messed up there. This doesn't matter. I should be able to destroy entomb anyway. So we're going to use takedown to stop her. Galvanize. So 4 damage here. And 4 more. Got a flak jacket, which can be very helpful here. Mists of time. That's no good for me. That's not too helpful for me. I could look at my deck and see how many of these numbers I still have in play. It's either not too bad. Yeah, I'm a little bit at a loss as to what to do here. I'm really tempted to go Mist Form just so I can heal and, well, I'm not actually going to. You'll see. Because of takedown, I figure I should be fine. In case you're wondering what this is used for, you set up a card on top of your deck, and from there you can use another power to then do a lot of damage or do a little bit of damage, depending on how you wish to do it. So we are going to sacrifice this one. And yeah, we'll get rid of Astral Premonition. We can send this damage into the phalanges. Ooh, we got the tome. So reveal cards from the top of your deck until a spell is revealed. So this is very helpful for making sure you have a stack of spells. Now, I'm going to sacrifice Mists of Time here so I get to heal. Nope. Destroy 2 ongoing cards. Play the card, damn you. There goes Entomb. And I could sacrifice something of my own, but there's no reason to. So, Squall for a little bit more chip damage. We almost have her down to a quarter health. Right now she's at about 1/3, I'd say. Platform bot. this. So we can bring out Champion Bot and Platform Bot. And another Pylon. And a Raptor Bot. I think this is actually the most successful I've been with Unity. Right here, the two non-environment cards with the lowest HP. Unfortunately, those are going to be Unity's bots, which are both toast. We're falling back to the reason why I don't like her. Yeah, I'll sack 2 cards to send that right back at her ugly face. Bolster allies. Shock rounds, nice. Electrical storm, that can come in handy. And another Raptor bot. Let's Galvanize. There's motivational charges I've been looking for. Now, there isn't really much need for me to load the shock rounds just yet, so I'm going to play the RPG launcher. So we're going to destroy this. And then we're going to shoot this. And this. Now, I don't want to shoot him because some of the damage will go to waste, so we're going to shoot a Kashmita. Incendiary rounds. Well, I have to play a spell card for that, so yeah. Let's play this. And that was a 1, so I'm only going to be able to hurt her. There's Oblivion. Elder Ring. Now, since I already have one of these in play, I'm going to sack this for hit points. I'm gonna play the Electrical Storm, that way we can get some more chip damage going. Let's kill him. Reclaim from the Deep. I was kind of hoping to have Cleansing Downpour by now, but oh well, we'll make do. Another supply crate. Another supply crate. Raptorbot and Raptorbot. So these are actually going to do a bit of damage. 7 because they deal damage based off how many drones are in play, then the +3 from Champion Bot, Inspiring Presence, and Galvanize. If I can get more bots out, it will get worse. No! Second highest HP 4 melee damage. Nightmist. Yes. Kind of want to save this, so we'll sack this, I want to say. Actually, I kind of want to play that now that I look at it. Oblivion, I'm going to sack Mist Form. And she should go down this turn, unless she gets a Carapace. Okay. Let's sacrifice this. gonna sacrifice Pride and Prejudice. Not ideal, but I'm forced. Basically, I wanted to save the Legacy Ring. That way I can do motivational charge. So Galvanize first, then this. And then just in case I can't end it here, this is one of the few sources of healing you can get. Fortitude. I ain't actually reading what that does. Allies of the Earth. Okay, she gets HP. She gets healed based off of the HP of whatever gets summoned. So we're going to load to get our flak jacket out, and that's kind of it for now. Okay, there's our gun. No. Gonna sack it right off the bat so I can draw. And that's that, boys. Akashbuta advanced down. And we didn't actually lose anyone, which is a bit of a change of pace from last game, isn't it? So that's the new one. In case you're wondering, I just plan on working my way up from the bottom to the top. That means I will be missing out on some potential mints, yes, but until I learn how to play these guys anyway, I'm not getting them, so... I'm trying to do so many things at once right now, I'd rather just learn the guys as I go and go from there. So next up will be Wrath of the Thorathian Advanced, which... who do I have for this one again? Oh god, Dark Visionary. Yeah, I'm so not looking forward to that one. That one I might skip, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we are done for now. When the Season 2 preview starts coming, I'll try to cover that and cover Season 2 as it updates, regardless of how far along I am in the one-shots. But before I call it quits, in case you're wondering why I'm bothering with the one-shots at all, the ordinary random game is pure random. There's so many things that could happen. You don't necessarily learn a lot, I want to say, because if you don't know how someone works, you may choose someone who has a lot of equipment cards into someone who is really, really good at destroying them. Or you may have someone who's very, very poor at destroying ongoings against a villain who specializes in those. As such, due to your poor picks, you may not actually learn as much from those matches. But these are specific challenges that were set up to actually key into the character's strengths. And in order to clear them, you have to learn said strengths. Which is why I actually like using these for training purposes. So just to take a look at this one, for example, I don't actually know who the villain is, but this is when I'm going to be learning the Argent Adept. I know he's supposed to be another one of those really complex characters to play like Visionary and Nightmist, so I don't know how good I'd be with him. But if I wanted to learn him, there's actually only certain villains that he's really good against and certain ones that he's completely garbage against. So, that's my opinion on the one-shots and why they are a very good addition to this game. But yeah, if not for the weekly one-shots, I probably would not have actually started covering this because it's just really, really hard to learn. But anyway, it's either this or Wrath of the Thorathian next, we'll see. I'm the Hero of Light, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.